everyone, and welcome to There You Go. Hello, and welcome to the Virtual Advantage live show. I'm François Lantier, co-founder of Innovate Virtual Assistants, with my colleague Charmy Galang joining us from beautiful Laval. And Charmy, we have an exciting topic today, and it's very timely for you. We're talking about what?
We're going to be talking about creating courses and getting passive income from that. So I was just doing mine yesterday. I did 7 videos for my course, so it's a perfect timing. And this is actually for the whole month of November, Francois. We're going to be
Yes.
talking about creating courses and all the steps you need to take to actually make it a successful one. So it's very exciting.
It's a big thing, really. A lot of people are becoming coaches, mentors, and they think about scalability. You have something to teach. If you do one-on-one, it's fun. You get to know the people, but it's not scalable. You only have so much energy and so many hours in a day. So that's why creating an online course is a great way to make some passive income.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
And
you're still there. So yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I understand the one-on-one, like when you're starting, because you need to get that market research and feedback right away. But at some point, once you know what kind of course you can do, definitely like do it as quickly as you can, because at some point, and it's also standardizing it, right? Because when you
Yes.
talk one-on-one, it's never really the same. It changes. But in a
No.
course, you're actually able to set it up that all the important points are there.
That is true. That's a good point. So what are the steps that you would recommend, Charmy, when you're doing course creation? So we've identified, first of all, it's going to be passive income once you've done the work. It's not
Yes.
passive while you're doing it, as you know.
No,
Once
it's not.
you said it. So what should you do before even thinking about that? You mentioned a key point there, market research.
Yes, for sure. So I would say the first step really is try to see what you're expert at, like, or what you really like to talk about, because then it's going to narrow down the topic, right, Francois? Because there's a lot of things we can talk about, but try to
Anything.
anything, right? And I would say, not only are you going to be something that you're an expert at or you're very good at, it's also something that interests you, because it's a lot of work creating the content. So that's very important. Something that excites you, I would say. And I teach that actually in my course. If you're always looking for something to work on, it has to be something that you have expertise on or even experience, and then something that's interesting for you, because you're going to find it long if it's not. And then once you know that topic, do market research, because
Yes.
maybe it's not something that's interesting for anyone else. So.
Yeah, that's it. If it's too obscure, I don't know, fixing Apple Watches or something. Anyway, that there might not be a need for that, and you're going to spend countless hours producing video, branding, websites, marketing, and no one wants that. So yeah, good points there. See what you like, what you're passionate about, because all your marketing will tie in with your course content as well. So
Yeah.
again, going back to my Apple Watch example, let's say that's what you're teaching about, then you got to be passionate about Apple products, and you keep talking about it on your social media and directing people to your course. But yeah, good step, market research. How would you do that to research your market, Charmy?
Yeah, so there's different ways to do market research. You can do questionnaires and surveys. And a perfect example of that, people don't think about it, it's that Walmart. Walmart's a huge company, and they still do a lot of surveys
They
and
do, yeah.
questionnaires. And, if it's good enough for Walmart, it's good enough for us. So definitely market research, surveys, questionnaires. Social media is a great place to actually do more market research as well, because everyone is on social media right now.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
point. In groups, if you have like a Facebook group or you're part of a Facebook group, you could ask a question in the group. Would you be interested in whatever it is? Like for me, it's international real estate investing. For you, Charmy, it's quitting your job, becoming an
Yeah,
entrepreneur,
that's
or
it.
if you've been let go, which is happening a lot right now,
I
what's
know.
next? Maybe you don't want another job, so you're not let go anymore. You're the boss. So you kind of you did some soul searching as well, Charmy. Maybe you could share your experience this summer. You tried a few things, and I think now
Yes.
you've narrowed it down as well.
So it's not, I would say it's not a straight path, right? Like creating courses or even
No.
finding the topic that you like. And because there's a lot of things you can do. Yes, I started investing and I still do. I still teach investing in the stock market. However, the one I found that really excited me and I find that really I'm passionate about is really helping employees find another way than just staying in their job for like another 40 years, right? Uh,
Yeah.
just recently, the division I worked for at the bank last year, a lot of them had to be restructured. So it's something even more personal. So yeah, so for me, this is a topic I'm passionate about. So it's so much easier for me to create the content, the marketing, and yeah. So don't think that once you choose a topic, maybe at some point you decide there's another one that you want to focus on, and that's perfectly fine. Every day, you learn in every course that you make, right? And even for you, Fossil, you've changed. How many courses have you created so far?
Oh, oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. You've got a question here. Everyone, do you have expertise that you'd like to turn into passive income? Oh, I think it's somebody commenting. Sorry. So for me, yeah, I started. First course I did was the whole multifamily space. So I wanted to help people buy multifamily real estate, and but my heart wasn't in it. So I think it
Mm,
showed because I'm like, nah, okay, I've had so many bad tenants and stuff. I'm not interested in multifamily, but I did it anyway.
right.
Um, then I did one on creative financing. That one I'm a bit surprised, but I think it's maybe the marketing or the timing when I did it wasn't ideal. Didn't really work. But creative financing is still very current, especially right
Yes.
now with the tight lending space. Anyway, sometimes it's marketing, timing. There's seasonality to courses as well. I wouldn't launch right
True.
in the holidays, depending on what you do. Maybe
Yes.
during the holidays, if you're a fitness coach, like right near Christmas, people are fattening
So
up like
true.
turkeys, then you want to launch it. But if it's real estate during the
Yeah.
holidays, some people don't care, or it's not the good time. But now I really found what resonates with me, and it's the international real estate investing to change your lives and really grow internationally. So you have to find that passion, and it will show. Like people will see it. Just like us, we're passionate now about helping
Yeah.
people raise their brand standards, create passive income. One little course, I sold one, and I spent an hour on it, and I keep selling it for $50. I spent 1 hour and now it keeps paying me, which is really great. So you can
Yeah.
do the same. And even if you sell two courses at $50 and you spent an hour on it, you made a
That's
hundred
right.
bucks. So
Exactly. And that's what's nice too. I find that there's the creative aspect of creating courses I really like as well. There's a certain topic maybe you're very passionate about and you want to share that passion with other people. That's another thing I find, like, it's not just passive income. I think that there's a lot of growth involved when you're creating a course because you're always thinking, so what can I teach that's going to be valuable for someone? So when you're creating a course, it's another, like always think the value you're adding to someone who's actually going to watch your course, and it makes it easier to create that content.
and it's surprising. Sometimes you think, oh, this is so common knowledge. I'm not sure I should put it in. And then sometimes I've put some stuff like that in courses, and then to viewers, it was brand new to them. Because
Right.
sometimes you become, yeah, you don't think about it. Just like us now. You remember when we started with StreamYard, you weren't
Yes.
sure. You were used to Zoom. Now
Yeah.
we're using it all the time. So to us, it's second nature. But to some users, a course on how to use StreamYard, leverage podcasting, lives, that could be really huge. So sometimes it doesn't take much to make a big difference. You can also do free courses. So I know most people want to get income out of it, but sometimes you can have a free like masterclass or mini course. And then this can lead to a bigger program later on.
Yeah.
Or if you've got a project, like for me, again, it's real estate. So I could have a course on investing in Costa Rica, and then I have a product that I'm selling, like houses or condos or something. So there's many reasons for course creation.
Yeah, and that's a course launch, right? That you're talking about, which I find is very important. We're going to talk about it when you do the marketing part.
Yeah.
November is all about courses, right? And because you have to build that audience as well. And unless you already have a big audience, which is great for you then. But if you're starting from scratch, it's very normal that you do. a course launch, and that's what we do. Sometimes we do an offer a free lesson or free master class, which I just did one actually last week. So and it went very well. And it's also to give people an idea how you're teaching because they want to
Yeah,
see how you teach and they need to resonate with you as well. You're not going to get everyone, but if you do your marketing properly and if the content is very interesting and you can tell you're passionate about it, you're going to get your audience.
exactly. And when people meet with you, they want to find a reason to buy from you. So, like you said, this is a passive way of creating that reason to buy from you. Some people might be, yeah, joining one of your free classes, and then they're like, okay, I like Charmy because she looks happy, she's a mom, like whatever. They find
Yeah,
something, and they have their reason, and now they can justify purchasing from you. Because it's always like that. If they're in attendance, you've piqued their interest. If not, people move on. There's so many other things they could be doing. So that's a good.
exactly. And that's that. I think that's one of the challenges when you're thinking of doing a course as well, is that you have to stand out in the crowd. You have to know how to differentiate yourself from everyone else. And there's a lot of preparing for that. We talk about courses, which is I find the easy part is really like deciding, okay, I want to do a course, but after that, the
Yeah.
hard work starts. But it's very rewarding once you actually have a successful course.
And it's a lot of work and it can be overwhelming. That's something before we came on air, we were discussing because you're
Yes.
excited. Great, I'm going to do this. I've picked the platform. There's many of them, by the way. And then once you've
Mhm.
done that, it can be overwhelming because you need videos, you need forms. Let's say you're doing something that requires analyzers, calculations, something. So you want some forms, you need written content, you need the marketing, branding, colors. So you're like, okay, I'm a one man or one woman show here. Like, what?
Yes.
How can I do all this? So, what are
Yes.
solutions, Charmy?
Well, that was actually the reason when hired my first VA. When I started my course, I was trying to do everything, and at some point, it's impossible. Well, I mean, you can do it, but
But
it's very stressful and it takes a lot of
yeah,
time. And I remember that day I went on Upwork at Francois. I'm like, I need to find a VA to help me create this course because I'm like, I just want to focus on the content. And yes, uh, I would say budget that when you're doing a course creation that you're gonna need help unless you're very good at a lot of things like videos, course creation, which a lot of us don't in the beginning, right? And it's
no,
so much worth it. It's so worth it because not only you're going to be saving time, you're going to be focusing on what you're supposed to be focusing, which is giving great content.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
so
that's
and
gonna show because you're not as stressed. You're gonna appear on camera more rested, and okay, here's the raw file. Fix it. I can't. I don't want to do that.
no, that's it for sure. Yeah, so for people who are really considering creating courses, and that's why we have our team that does course creation. And they work with us as well. They're still helping us do our courses. So
Yes. Yeah, which is great. So let's say you're on the fence about creating your course and now you've explored things, you've looked at platforms. Like I said, there's many, and we're going to discuss them in the next few weeks as
yes,
well, branding, all that. But now maybe you're a little paralyzed as to what's next. Do I want to take all this on? Or you've started. I've done that many times. I've picked a platform. I started, then I'm like, oh, it's too much work. And it's not there. So you want to take action and really start building passive income, especially with the employment situation right now. Sounds like it's mostly the banking industry that was hit, but
Mhm.
who knows what's next? So you want to have that
Banking, tech,
side.
they were really hit the last 2 years,
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah,
So, and we see it when we go to the bank and stuff. I mean, wow, okay, slim, slim pickings with the employees that are left there. So,
I
anyway,
know.
so if you're in a different industry, you never know if you're an employee how safe your job is. So it's important to develop that sideline. And
Yes.
a course is manageable as an employee. You're not full on taking something that's going to take 40 hours a week. So you can create that as well.
Yeah, definitely feasible. And it's one of the things I talk about in my employed entrepreneur because I always tell people don't quit your job until you actually have something that's waiting for you. And I find course
Yes.
creation could be one of those things. And if you're really looking at considering doing that, definitely reach out to me and Francois. We've done it. We're pretty much, we're still creating courses. So not only have we done
Yes.
it, we're still creating courses. So And we
But you
have the
always want to
services. Yeah.
continually improve your offering and add
Yeah.
more things to it. So yeah.
That's it. And another thing I would say, and for people who are thinking, oh, maybe I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. There's so much that we have to offer. There's a lot of people I know who are so good at what they do, but they don't want to, they're either afraid, they don't want to take the chance. There's so much expertise out there that's not being shared just because we don't want to take that leap of faith. Just imagine if you can just help one person, but by doing that one course, it's
Yeah.
very rewarding. So think of it that way as well.
Yeah, it could also be, yeah, we spoke about the profitability part, but it could be just being nice and helping people out of something like, I don't know, women in business or
Yeah.
some sort of topic you think, newcomers in Canada, how do you do banking or whatever.
But
There's
like even
so
the
many
courses we're
avenues.
doing, Francois, right? Like you're doing real estate investing internationally. It's for people who really want to not just be stuck in one country and have their options open, which is it helps so many people because some people feel stuck. They're like, well, it's -1 where I am right now. And they're like,
Oh my goodness, here it's 20, oh, it's 25. It's cool today.
nice.
25 is going to be 30 in a few hours. So that's a cool day where I am. So some people, yeah, just hate that. And
Yeah.
helping them create that passive income so they can leave Canada, even if it's just part-time. Doesn't have to be like you're gone. So
No,
if you want
that's
to
it.
find out more, check out our website, innovatevacorp.com. You can see some of our services, past interviews. We have client reviews as well coming up because we've helped
Yes.
a lot of people set up courses, businesses, websites. It's a turnkey solution. You can join us and our team can do it all for you or do a little bit and be there on your team. So if you're a solopreneur, this can help you. You can bounce off ideas, even your course content. One of our bundles includes business coaching.
Yes.
So we can review your course content and give you our opinion. Doesn't mean we're always right, but it gives you some insights. We might say, oh, yeah, this is great, but maybe a little tweaking will really help things. So
Exactly. And I think that's what's important when you have somebody to talk about that. Sometimes you have an idea in your head, but you're not sure if it's going to work. And that's what we offer in the business coaching. You can bounce ideas off. Francois and I have created a few courses and businesses together and by ourselves as well. So there's tons of
exactly.
experience there.
Yes, and we'd love to help you. So make
Yes.
sure to check out innovatevacorp.com. Join our Facebook group if you haven't already. I'll share the details as well when this is posted. And we'd love to see you. See you next week. We're continuing on course creation, but we're going to hone into different topics, like I mentioned, branding, platforms, marketing, all of that.
Videos.
So yeah, videos, the big one. So
Yeah.
that's going to be amazing. So I hope this was great for everybody. Thanks, Charmy, and
Thanks,
we'll see
Francois.
everyone.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.